Today we are comparing the new TaylorMade Qi4D LS against the Ping G440 LST. So two drivers that sit in this low spin category. We are going to compare ball speed, distance, dispersion, and initially we're going to look at the looks as well, because I think that's important. For me, in terms of the looks, well, I think TaylorMade have done a great job with the aesthetics of the Qi4D range. So for me, looks wise, definitely a point to the TaylorMade. In terms of the tech, well, both is quite different. With this LS model in the Qi4D, you've got two adjustable weights. You've got a 15 gram that comes as standard and a 4 gram. You can flip those if you want less spin, bit more forgiveness. You can put the heavy at the back and vice versa. I've actually got that heavy one at the front for today's test. And the Ping have got the adjustable sort of sliding weight, if you like, at the back. Got it set at neutral. Both have got the adjustability in terms of a loft and the face angle and a little bit of lie as well. It is all about performance, isn't it? Let's see which one performs the best. So kicking off with this TaylorMade Qi4D LS, initial response has been very positive. Initial testing's been really good. I have loved this head in particular. It's been great for ball speed, pretty good for dispersion as well. Let's see how it compares to the Ping. Say in that playing position, I really like the look of this LS. What you find in these low spin heads, they sit square to open, which I really like. Yeah, pretty good start there. 285, decent ball speed, 155, good spin number there, 1900. So exactly what you'd expect from this type of golf club. Just a little bit off the toe end there, we can see that just flaring out right. But again, felt quite solid. I do like the sound of this. Feels, you know, nice and meaty as you're striking it. Yeah, pretty solid again there. Some nice numbers, 1800, 285, which is far enough really. So far I've seen some very consistent spin numbers hovering between 1800 and 2000. Distances have been pretty good as well. Yeah, feels quite forgiving really. You know, I think, you know, with this sort of carbon era of TaylorMade now, we're quite a few years down the line, and I'm in initial testing, this face, this head feels a lot more forgiving than previous generations. Yeah, again, 285 again, so super consistent from a distance point of view. Better one for direction there. Yeah, nice straight one to finish there. 285, pretty good. So that felt really forgiving, really consistent, really like that. Okay, so now into this Ping G440 LST, entering its second year. In its first year was very popular. Again, very forgiving Ping driver, in particular this LST head. We know how popular the Max head is, but we're seeing these low spin heads much more forgiving as well. And generally quicker club head speeds, trying to keep the spin down. You know, I certainly find 5 handicappers and below, it more often than not fits into that camp, but not always. Again, lovely in that setup there. We've got the turbulators that Ping like. Yeah, quite a different sound there to the Ping driver compared to the TaylorMade. Again, might not be that important to you, but it definitely does feel a bit different. Again, we've got a 9-degree stiff in both. This is 65 grams, the TaylorMade was 60 grams, so it is very similar in terms of the setup of each club. Yeah, better one there. Yeah, decent hit. Yeah, so far I've actually felt more comfortable with the TaylorMade. Not sure if it's just the way it sits, the way it feels. I do prefer the TaylorMade, but we'll soon see. Yeah, decent shot there. Yeah, good. Initially, I almost feel like it's not giving me quite as much ball speed as the TaylorMade. You know, I got that TaylorMade averaging, well, regularly around 155. I've not hit that yet with the Ping. If anything, generally in these sessions, I'll get quicker, but I'm not feeling that at all. Let's just try a couple more. That was a really good hit. That was really solid. 154 ball speed, 288 total. That was a good one. Okay, so 8 shots with each club there. I did feel like I enjoyed hitting the TaylorMade more. Couple of horrible left shots were with the Ping. Clearly, it's not always the driver, is it? You know, there's clearly the human error as well. But I just feel with the TaylorMade, it sits that little bit more square for me, and I like that. You know, kind of helps get rid of the left miss. But let's initially look at that dispersion. Okay, so looking at the dispersion, you'd probably say TaylorMade edges it, but I think more from a front to back point of view, and I have found that in the testing of that the new Qi4D LS, that the front to back is really good, very forgiving. Those kind of left misses with the Ping are no good. 3 big right misses with TaylorMade, which isn't really the shot I hit, but I'd say the TaylorMade just edges it on dispersion. And then into the key numbers, club speed, sort of 103, 104. Definitely getting more ball speed out of the TaylorMade there, 153.5 to 151.7. And I think historically, Ping don't claim to be the longest, and we can see that here. Slightly higher launching with the TaylorMade. Spin's a bit lower as well, they're actually quite a lot lower, isn't it? 1900 to 2400. So, you know, 400 to 500 revs lower with the TaylorMade. Overall height quite similar there, around about 80 feet. And distance quite significantly more as an average. 252 for 282 with the TaylorMade, 244 for 271 with the Ping. But remember, there was a couple of bad ones in there with the Ping. I did have one up at 288, but I felt the variability was a bit much with the Ping. Side total was quite similar really, but in terms of the grouping, the TaylorMade just edged it. So based on that test, guys, didn't hit it amazing today, but it was pretty realistic really. In terms of better front to back dispersion, a bit more ball speed, a bit lower spin, again it was a low spinning test, and overall distance as an average was 10 yards longer with the TaylorMade. We have to go with the TaylorMade Qi4D LS as today's winner. Just a reminder guys, if this is your first time watching the channel, I post weekly club reviews and coaching content to help you with your game.